Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are officially a few days into 2026, and I know a lot of people either feel super motivated right now or they already feel a little behind. And if that's you, I just wanted you to know that you're actually not late, because you can start any day, anytime. It doesn't have to be the start of the year. It doesn't have to be 6 months into the year. You can literally start changing your life whenever you want to. And if anything, this is actually the perfect time to slow down, clear your mind, and lock in intentionally instead of rushing into habits that you can't sustain. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to talk about how to create manageable habits that with consistency and discipline will transform your life over time. So I'm going to walk you through 7 of my most life-changing habits that you can start building on right now. Part 1 is the mindset shift. Before we go into all of the habits, I kind of wanted to talk about the mindset that you should have behind them. And first of all, everyone's lock-in season is gonna look different. There's no one routine fits all, and honestly, there shouldn't be, because what works for one person may not work for you. What works for me may not work for you. But that's why you have to take things in habits and everything and may not do it exactly as someone else will do it, but contour it to your needs and what you are wanting in order for it to actually change your life. So instead of trying to copy someone's perfect Pinterest routine, I want you to think about what you actually need and what you actually want for this year or for the next 5 years, 10 years, etc. Locking in isn't about doing the most. It's about doing what's realistic and doing it consistently. And what most people don't understand is they'll set this goal of oh, okay, on January 1st, I'm gonna start doing all of these things to better myself and whatever, and resolutions are great. But a lot of times whenever you wait until a certain date to take action, the most likely you are, you're not gonna be able to just transform your life overnight. You need to start, stop waiting for Monday, stop waiting till next week, stop waiting till the first of the year, even though I'm kind of posting this around the first of the year. But this is kind of to show, some people will think, oh, I didn't start on January 1st. I'll try in February, or I'll try next year, or all that. The key to actually changing your life is starting now, whenever you don't have the motivation to, but you discipline yourself to just start, because that's whenever you're going to actually start seeing changes. And when you do that, it builds momentum. It makes the habits feel more familiar instead of scary, especially whenever you start implementing a few different habits a week or a month or whatever, instead of just adding 20 different habits tomorrow and expecting you to be perfect at all these things. Maybe start out a little small, change a few things, whether it's exercise or whatever, start incorporating walking in the mornings. Once you get that down for a week or two, then maybe add in some strength training, or those are just some examples. But by doing that, it kind of proves that you don't need a calendar date to become someone that you want to be. Now that we kind of got the mindset behind everything, it's time to start getting into these 7 habits that will transform your life. Habit number 1, build a morning routine and a nighttime routine. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but have at least 1 to 5 things that you do every morning or every night without fail. And for most people, just having those 1 to 5 or 3 things can make the biggest of a difference. For example, adding in movement, hydration, a clean environment. For me, a clean space really helps having a clean mind. When everything is all cluttered, dirty, you got dirty dishes and everything, your brain kind of gets a little bit more chaotic. Waking up in the morning and immediately drinking water, brushing your teeth, maybe starting off with a little bit of morning stretches, and then go for a little 10-15 minute walk. If you want to do more, great, but you don't pressure yourself to do an hour walk every morning, because some mornings you won't have time, but most people can fit at least a 5 to 10 minute walk in, or 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, or just some type of movement. And drink some water maybe before you grab your coffee. That's one thing that I struggle with, is my water intake. So I bought myself some new water bottles, been challenging myself that before I go for my coffee or before I do anything, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I drink water, and I do a little bit of stretching, and then I'll go on a short walk. And then usually for my nighttime routine, I have a closing shift. So people that are in the service industry, after you've just put in 8 hours of work, closing sucks, but you have to do it because you got to set the people up for tomorrow, for the openers who come in. So kind of look at that for yourself at night. No matter how tired you are, just do the dishes real quick, throw them in the dishwasher, start the dishwasher. Just wipe down the counters, pick up the laundry that's on the floor, throw them in the hamper. So that way when you wake up in the morning, all you really have to do is make your bed and everything else is already clean and you're starting a clean slate instead of waking up and be like, ugh, I gotta do the dishes or I gotta do laundry or whatever. Like, you kind of already did that the night before, so it sets you up for success the next day. So basically, your morning routine sets your tone and your night routine sets your tomorrow. Habit number 2, move your body with structure. Don't do some crazy challenge, 2 hours a day gym grind. I mean, if that's what works for you and you have enough time for that, amazing. But I am a very busy person, so for me personally, I will do that for a week or 2 weeks and then I'll get burnout because I'm doing so much and then my body's so sore and I just don't enjoy doing it as much. So find a workout plan that works for you, whether it's 2 days a week strength training, 3 days a week yoga, or 3 days a week yoga, 1 day a week strength training. Just a little something to get your body moving. Your body thrives with predictability, and when the plan makes sense for your life, it becomes way easier to actually stick to it. And the best results always comes with consistency over intensity. Habit number 3, protect your mind. Your mindset shapes the way that you show up in every area of your life. For me personally, it's journaling. Journaling every morning, every night. At night, I'll kind of go over goals for tomorrow, what I want to do tomorrow, and things that I need to get done. Maybe things that I did today that I feel proud of myself for doing, or noting something that I did that maybe didn't make me feel so proud. In the mornings, kind of practicing gratitude, reviewing what I wrote last night for that day to keep me on track so I don't just like wake up and start doing random things and now I get to the end of the day and it's like, oh, I was supposed to do all these things and I didn't get to it. Journaling for me has been one of the main things that helps me stick to being consistent over like going off of my mood, but we're still kind of working on that. Because when your mind is right, discipline becomes easier. Habit number 4, choose 1 day a week to slow down. 1 day every week. Whether that's a day for hobbies, self-care, bed rotting, resting, or trying something new, but always having like 1 day set aside or Sunday reset or, something like that you can look forward to every week. And, as the week gets ahead of you and life gets busier and busier and busier, having that 1 day to kind of sit, chill, be bored, that's whenever you're most creative. And sit with your dreams and your goals is whenever you're actually just sitting doing nothing. As you can't lock in if your life has zero softness to it. You burn out, you resent your routine, you start skipping everything. One day it's, oh, you didn't do it today, you don't do it tomorrow, and then you're like, oh, well, I haven't done it in a week, I'm done with that, So yeah, basically just giving yourself 1 day to recharge will help you stay consistent the other 6 days. Habit number 5, have a clear financial goal. This one for me, not gonna lie, I'm in quite, I've dug myself quite a hole for debt. We are working this year on paying off all of my debt. Maybe not all, not my student loans and stuff, but at least my credit card debt, my Affirm, all of that. That is my number 1 goal this year, is to get that completely paid off. So I stop paying interest, I stop paying all of those fees. Having a clear financial goal is one of the biggest lifestyle shifts that you can make. And I also find it easier that if you put all of your cash that you have for your bills or money in your bank account, if you have a separate bank account, and all the money that you have for your fixed bills go into that bank account, and then maybe you have a little extra on the side for groceries, whatever, all that, but then you take the rest. So say you made an extra $200 this week, instead of going to the store, the mall, Target, wherever, and buying yourself a new outfit, every once in a while that's okay, but all the time, not really. So just taking that extra cash and putting it in a box or putting it away to where you can't touch it really helps build on the savings, because if it's out of sight, out of mind, at least that's what works for me anyways. And then also when you know exactly what you're working towards, spending becomes intentional instead of impulsive. Habit number 6, practice real discipline. Discipline is following through what you say you will do without letting your feelings talk you out of it. But here's the trick. Don't obsess over the finish line. Mentally focus on today. And if you don't feel good that day and it's your rest day, this is why incorporating a rest day each week is so important so you don't get burnt out. Say that you miss a day in the gym and you had on your planner that you're gonna go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the week got ahead of you, you didn't go on Wednesday, you rested on Thursday, now it's Friday, and you were supposed to do legs on Friday, but you had a full body split on Wednesday that you missed. It's okay. just either, incorporate it to benefit you by maybe doing a little bit longer of a workout, or maybe go to the gym on Saturday too. You don't have to restart that challenge. You just got to keep going. And whenever you notice yourself falling off, have a reset and be like, hey, it's okay. I don't have to restart. It's like you make it to day 30 and then you're on day 31 and everything just kind of goes to shit. And then you're like, now you're on day 35 and you're like, I haven't done anything for the past 5 days. It's okay. You don't have to restart. Just pick up where you left off, and that's where you're going to start to see the real change. And when you're being present and you're only worried about today, discipline feels lighter. It feels easier. It feels more doable. Habit number 7, build consistency by getting back up. This kind of goes off of the last one. Consistency isn't about never falling off. It's about what you do and how you act after you fall off. And again, like I said before, most people start over after falling off. And then it's like this constant cycle of doing it for this long and then starting over. And then you make it this way and then you start over instead of like reaching that finish line. Well, the finish line, whenever you first started, maybe you've been here, but if you keep like restarting halfway, you're never really going to get to the finish line. So like if you mess up right here, just keep going. The finish line just might be an extra day or an extra 5 days. But in the long run, if you just pick up where you left off, I promise you will see more changes that way. Starting over makes the habit feel harder than it actually is, but continuing builds momentum. If you want to make consistency easier for you, start to build your environment, not your willpower. Set up your space, your schedule, and habits in a way that supports the lifestyle that you want. Alright, so that's basically everything I wanted to share for you today. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I know I haven't posted a long form video on here in a while, but another one of my goals is being consistent with content creating. So we were picking YouTube back up, and hopefully I would like to post once a week, but my goal is 2 times a month. I'll also be posting shorts and over on TikTok almost daily. So if you want to follow me over there, that would be great. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope something in this video gave you a little spark or a little clarity for your own lock-in season. Comment lock-in 2026 if you guys are going to join in and become the best version of you, because if you write it down and you put it somewhere out there in the universe, then that will become true. But yeah, I really miss creating and I really want this to be part of my routine again. So here's to 2026. Here's to starting now, showing up for ourselves, and actually becoming the person that we keep imagining. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.